She wants to know how the Native Americans are the Israelites, right? That's what you want to know, right? All praises. That's what you are? Native American? What's your father? What's your father? Yeah. He's Cherokee? All praises. Get a sister a hand, man. Get a sister a hand. All praises. All right. All right. Give me Genesis chapter 10. Somebody give me Genesis chapter 49. All right. So we're going to show you a couple of things, right? So it said that the Israelites would, as a matter of fact, you give me Second Ezra chapter 13. Give me this thing. You got Genesis 10? Find me Gad real quick. All right, listen to this, all right? Because there's 12 tribes of Israel. All right, so if you're a part of the Israelites, then you come from one of these fathers right here, okay? Okay, read that, brother. Who's reading? You got it?
Yeah.
You got, okay, all right, read that, brother.
Genesis, the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at last.
So, do you know that there was a troop when first of all, do you know how the tribe of Gad was overtaken? Okay, well, according to history, was that Spaniards? The Spaniards came. Yeah. Right. Right. So you know, Christopher, still in Columbus, came over here and decimated the tribe of Gad, right? Okay. So now read that again from the top.
Genesis, the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
So it said a troop will overcome him, right? So the troop that overcame him was not only just Christopher Columbus, but they also incorporated Judah, the tribe of Judah, to also help out, right? I think they called them Buffalo Soldiers. That's what they called them. So they had us fighting our own people. So what we need to understand is that we're the same people, all right? Your skin was this color at one point, right? Until colonization, right? Read that, brother. Now I'm gonna show you how your people got over here, okay?
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the.
Right. But there was a split. There was a split in the two kingdoms, right? So underneath the Babylonian captivity, went 10 tribes, and then under the Syrian captivity went 10 tribes, and then the Babylonians went 3 tribes. Okay, so that's the split that happened with King Solomon. Okay, so the kingdom of Israel went into Assyrian captivity, right? But they also came over here. All right, the Israelites, they came over here, and we're reading about it now. Okay.
Okay. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, the king, whom Salmanar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
So they came into another land, right? Read on.
But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Right, but no man ever dwelt. Right? So who was that? That's right.
That they might there keep the statutes which they were never kept in their own land, and entered into Euphrates by a narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For though that country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half, and the same region is called Assyria.
Right. Osiris. All right. So when you look that up in the Jewish Encyclopedia, that means new land. All right, which is what Christopher Columbus called it. All right, and when you actually go into the Jewish history, it tells you that those 10 tribes came over here to America. Those 10 tribes, guess who they were? Those were the Israelites that was carried away into the Assyrian captivity. But they decided to come back over here to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why when you see like Native Americans, you see like the fringes, you know, because we keep fringes on our clothes too, right? With the border of blue. Look it up. They kept the fringes like going up and down and stuff, and all up on their garments, right? They still do that. I know they do because we see it, right? And we got pictures of it. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. That was a law. Give me Numbers 15:38. That was a law that we were supposed to do. See, a lot of people, they don't understand why they do it. But we understand why we do it because they came over here with the same thing. Have you heard of the stone that they found in Mexico with the 10 Commandments on it? Guess what it was written in? Hebrew. Right. I mean, they found that in Mexico. So you got the Aztecs, you know, you got the Mayans, you got all these different people, some from the Greek, some from the Romans, but guess what? They were all Israelites, and they were speaking Hebrew. That's why Christopher Columbus, when he came over here, he had a Hebrew translator, because he knew exactly what was going on. He knew exactly the people where he was trying to see. He had a Hebrew translator. He sure did. That's right.
Now, I know in Tennessee, where I'm from, in some of the grave sites, they found something with Hebrew language on it as well.
Okay, all right. So that's just some of the archaeology that goes along with the biblical and also the prophecies that goes along with everything that goes along with who you are according to the Bible. So it's a beautiful thing. So now that you know that, all right, we got a flyer. What flyers do you got? Somebody give her the flyer with the Erica, go to my truck and get the flyer about know who you are. Okay, he got it. Okay. Let me give you another flyer, sister, because all these things are important. All right. What you got?
Branches. Branches.
Okay. All right, let me see the flyer you got. Exactly. You see that? You see that? Share that with your people. But let me read this to you. Read that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they should make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they would put on the fringe of the border a ribbon of blue.
So you see we got the border of blue here, right? Brother got the border of blue. He got the border of blue. Y'all got the border of blue too. All right? Read that.
Verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they should put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye use to go a whoring.
All right, so as you can see, even my daughter, she gets the border blue with the fringes, right? So that's just a commandment from the Most High. It says that we're supposed to do that, right? Now y'all keep the tradition. I see it every day, right? Especially when y'all do your dances and stuff like that. Beautiful dances, right? You're not on the reservation or anything like that, are you? All right, but you got family. All right. So did you know that would be a curse? Did you know that was a curse for our people? Yeah, y'all are on the reservation and we're in the ghettos. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? The ghetto and the reservation, the same place, the same thing, right? Right. And a lot of our people commit suicide. A lot of our people are drunkards, right? Because guess what? We had the whole land. We had the whole land. And then they came over here and stole it from us, right? So that's just some of the history that the Most High put on us for a reason. He did it for a reason. And that's because we started breaking his law, statutes, and commandments. All right, give me Deuteronomy 28:15. Let me show you something real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
And make sure you call us, okay? Make sure you give us a call. You need to call into class because we go into this all the time. We go into our history and we go into exactly what we need to do to make the kingdom, okay? Especially our people because we're God's chosen people. Okay. What's your other questions before What's your other questions?
That was
Okay, all right. Well, did that answer your question? All right, here, bro.
So you're talking about some of the situations, or we were actually saying how within the ghetto we have situations where we have high homicide rates, high drug abuse rates, alcoholism. All these things are we will find in the reservations all across the United States, all together. Now you have to say to yourself, is it by any coincidence that all the treaties that was made with the native people of this country have been broken? Right? There's a reason also why they try to keep us separated as people. They don't want native people, indigenous people mixing with the so-called Negroes. They don't want the so-called Negroes to have any relations with people coming from south of the border, because a lot of the Mexicans are natives. Keep that in mind too. We have the most missing people on the planet right now are Native women in Canada. They go missing every day. Same thing in our community, in the black community, the so-called black community. Our people go missing, you never hear about it. So these similarities cannot be overlooked. And I encourage you to keep on searching, and you will see the similarities are not just obvious to us in everyday life, but when we go back to this book is our history book. And that's the whole point of it. That the questions that you're searching for, you can't find in the scriptures. The point being that we put this book aside because we said we've been taught to some or less degree that this is the white man's Bible. But it's not. This is your history book, sister. This is my history book. And when we start going back into the roots of where these things came from, then we have a better understanding of who we are as a people, as a nation. And this is why they try to keep us separate. This is why they put black people in the ghettos and they put native people in reservations. All in the same faith, you know? So be encouraged. I'm glad that you're looking and finding, and, you know, like the brother said, there's a number on the flyers. Get in contact with us. We have Bible study all the time. When Christopher Columbus came to the New World, so, you know, quote unquote, he discovered the New World. One of the things that he did is he stopped off in a place off of the coast of West Africa that was known to have Hebrews. The reason being is because he had heard that there are people there that spoke Hebrew. So he wanted to be able to communicate with them. So it's not a coincidence that in 2021, we're still finding artifacts in North America, in quote unquote native burial grounds and in places that they want to put up parking lots and supermarkets. What they're doing is they're trespassing on sacred land. And that's always been the situation. So, you know.
All praises, brother. Good history lesson. And so when you vote for Donald Trump, right? Because you voted for him, right? All right. So on the serious side though, they telling us that we shouldn't allow our brothers and sisters to come back over here as immigrants, right? Wait a minute. Y'all told us this is their land. What are you talking about? This is y'all land. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? One day soon, we're going back to Israel. That's going to be our land. And we're going to kick everybody out of there. And nobody's going to be able to come back to it. You believe me? All right. Let's get that. Give me Luke 21, 22. Let me show you something, sister. How much time you got? Okay. All right. I appreciate you, sister. You know, but we're going to hear from you again, though, right? Okay. All right. What's your husband? What's his race? Okay. All praises, sis. All praises. All right. He ain't African, is he? Is he African? Okay. Okay. That's what I'm talking about, sister. Read that for me. 22. 21, 22. Yes, sir.
For these be the day of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For they shall be great distress in the land, and the wrath unto this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations.
This is when we were scattered throughout four corners, right? You know.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
So there you go. So over there in Jerusalem right now, nothing but Gentiles. But guess what? When the time of the Gentiles are fulfilled, we're going back to our homeland. And that's going to be our homeland. And there will be no more sorrow, no more pain, no more worry, no more what?
No more death.
No more death. All right? So that's what you got to look forward to, right? Now, how do you feel about being above all nations of the earth? Do you think everybody should love one another? Does God love everybody? What does the Bible say? Who is Esau? You can say it. We all grown here. Who is Esau?
Okay.
I got a job too. Hey, Esau the white man. Don't care. Hey, Esau's the white man. Jacob is the black man. I mean, all you doing is quoting the Bible. I mean, what, they gonna fire you because you said Esau the white man? Hey, give me that. Romans chapter 9. Romans chapter 9. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Hey, let me tell you something. They can't fire you for speaking the truth. You can't do it. They gonna say, hey, we saw you on camera talking about Esau the white man. Okay, and I can show you something else that says Esau is the white man, right? Hey, whatever. Give me that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thou God.
You know what holy means? Holy means separate. We're separate people. That's what holy means, right? Read that.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You want to know what's even more special than that? You want to know what's even more special than that? Is the fact that if you start acknowledging the Most High, He won't let nothing happen to you. You know what I'm saying? He'll put His angels around you, and nobody can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Including your job. Read that.
Book of Romans chapter 9, verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
All right? So whoever Esau is, let's just say it's not the white man. Whoever it is, all right? Guess what? The Most High doesn't love everybody, but guess who He does love? He loves the Israelites. And He's not going to leave us alone. He's not going to forsake us. He's not going to forget us, right? In the land of our captivity, He's coming back one day. How you doing, sister? Good to see you again. How you doing? Who did you bring today? Who'd you bring today? Who was that? How you doing, uncle? Come on over here for a second. Let me talk to you. All right. Well, we know that you over your time. There's a number on there. Make sure you call in. We got sister Bible studies, all right, where it's just the sisters that call in. You can ask your questions. We got Wednesday night where anybody can call in, and we also got Sabbath class on Saturday. All right? That's the real Sabbath. That's the real right. Sabbath, sister. It was great. It was great meeting you, sister. Make sure you call us because we need some Native Americans in this walk, okay? We absolutely need y'all, okay? All right. Love you, sister. Take it easy.